Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
When you know you can do more and more is not enough, you're in the No Comfort Zone. Hey, this is Dan and welcome back to another episode of the No Comfort Zone, helping you get out of your comfort zone so you can live on purpose with passion. Never added that one before. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for checking in. Appreciate the feedback. Thanks for the comments. Greatly appreciate it. And also thanks for the very cool DMs. Very happy to be getting those. Makes me feel like a more valuable human being to let me know that I'm connecting with you. But remember, this is like my therapy. I get to drive home from work or to work or in my basement, and I get a chance to talk to you about life, things, and whatnot. So whatnot's happening today, and guess what? When you get yourself so outside of your comfort zone, that's the question. When is enough? When is enough? So you want to get up at early in the morning. What's enough? I don't know. Jocko gets up at 4:30, I think. I have a buddy of mine, Todd. He gets up at, I think, 3:30 in the a.m. I've always been a 7:30 guy, so I wanted to get up earlier and earlier. So over the years, I just kept setting my alarm clock earlier so I can be an early riser, because I know that's where the magic happens when you start your day off the right way. In addition to where the magic happens, remember this. The absolute 100% best sunrise ever is the one that you're awake to see. And that's really important. You need to understand that. Is like, if your day is designed after goal seeking, your laser-like focus on your ambitions, your goals, your intentions, and your go all the time, well, there is a point where that's going to implode on you. Every now and again, you have to get out of that comfort zone of being that heat-seeking, goal-driven, mission accomplished guy, gal. And what you really need to do is you need to wake up one day just to see the sunrise. You need just to spend enough time when your kids get home from school, take off work early, get uncomfortable and leave work. That's hard for a lot of people in my industry to do. Very difficult, actually, because we're always so stressed and under the gun, and we always are looking for the next deal, the next problem, the next issue. All that being said, but what if you actually broke away from that and spent some more time with your kids, just met them at home? Hey, I want to hang out with you. Be a little weird, right? They might be a little like, what's up, especially if they're teenagers. But also, what about this? What if you cut out of work early? I work first and second shift, basically, and open to close. That's 8:30 in the a.m. till about 9 p.m. every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. But I'm doing it for a reason. I am trying to take a team of people to a place that they've really never been before. And quite frankly, I thought I've been there before. Not this way. I am learning about myself every day, trying to get everybody running in the same direction at 3 different locations. A very tough thing to do, but I think consistency will pay off in the long run. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about how much is too much when it comes to the no comfort zone. So here's what's going on with yours truly. So the other day, we got a treadmill. So after 2.5 years, I broke down and got the treadmill. Now, when I was running in place before, no injuries whatsoever. None. 15 seconds of a high intensity burst, 45 seconds of cooling down, running at a medium pace, and then another 15 seconds, and do that for about 20 minutes on and off. Well, what I've decided to do in this last one, I'm trying to lose weight. Weighed in 222. If you listen to this podcast, I have not been very consistent, and I should be ashamed of myself having a podcast called The No Comfort Zone when I'm getting fatter by the moment. But here's the deal. Would get involved, and then all of a sudden, something work would come up, something family would come up, and I put my priority, my personal health, I put that in jeopardy by putting it off to the side. So I've made it a priority. I get up a lot. I do a lot of exercising, starting to pay off. So then one day I decided to get a little uncomfortable when I was chilling out on a Sunday. I'm going to work out one more time. So I head down to the basement, and wife jumps on the treadmill because she decided to do it with me. So I didn't want to take that time away, but I also didn't want to wait. So what I did was this. Check it out. I did 1 minute of squats. No weights, just squats. 1 minute, real controlled, felt it towards the end, about 45 seconds in, you can start to feel it. And then after that, I did stair climbers. I have a ladder in my basement, and I'll show you some videos and stuff when I'll post it on the YouTube channel of what I go through. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up walking up and down this ladder, or the high step on the ladder, and I'll do that for a minute. Then I'll do burpees. Then I'll do shadow boxing for a minute, or I'll hit the heavy bag that I have. Or what then I'll do is lunges. And that's what I do. I do that, whatever revolutions that is, I do that like six in a row. Don't take a break, and I jump right back to the beginning, and I do it, depending on how I'm feeling, 5 or 6 times. You burn so much sweat when you do that. Well, that's what I've been doing, and I really push myself hard, and at the end, my mats are completely soaked. I'm done. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long I go. It's brutal, but it's a great workout. Okay, so I do that. Feel good about myself. Knees a little jacked up, so I'm kind of worried about that, but you know what? Don't worry about it. Then, the coolest thing ever, my son and I decided to go to a trampoline park in Rockford, Illinois. They opened up this new place called Flow. It's pretty cool. But anyway, it's really clean, it's nice, and we decided to go there on a Saturday night. So I did leave work just a little bit earlier than normal, but I put the time in earlier, just so you know, too. That's one thing that's really big with me. If I'm going to take time from my employer, I'm going to give it back. I've always believed that. I've had a job where I worked 4 hours a day. I made crazy money working 4 hours a day. I didn't feel right about it. I felt like I could have been doing so much more, but I got so comfortable. I should have been doing more, and I lost that job due to poor personal choices with my free time. I focused more on going out on dates and running around than I did on my actual job that I was doing 4 hours a day, being a motivational speaker, believe it or not, sales trainer and leadership trainer. But my ethics were screwed up. I should have been doing that 12 hours a day. I wonder where I'd be at now. Instead, you get to hang out with me on this podcast. But so what I ended up doing was that we went to this trampoline park, and my son and I we're having the best time in the world at this trampoline park. It's really cool. I kept challenging him and daring him to push it. Obviously, listen, Dan, the no comfort zone, right? My son, what do you think I'm doing? I'm making him comfortable every minute. We have a good time with it, though. It's a lot of fun. It's not like I challenge him or, I don't beat down on him. We just have fun. So he's doing these crazy jumps, and he's getting better and better. So we made a bet, and I'm jumping up and down. My knee's kind of jacked up a little bit. Well, then the next day, I'm like, man, my knee kind of hurts, but I still go meet up with my personal trainer to go over the weight training side. Then kind of felt a little worse, and now here it is Friday. I think it's February 7th, but Friday, February 7th, I had to leave work early to go to the orthopedic because I can't even put any pressure on it. It's actually swelling up, and it's super painful to sit. I was in a meeting, and I'm trying to focus on the math, the numbers, and what's going on. Couldn't even think straight. It's a financial meeting, and I was just like, man, I cannot wait to go get this looked at. But you know what? When I went to go get it looked at, you know what I know they're going to tell me? Ice it, elevate it, stay off it, and take some ibuprofen, because I can't take any type of narcotics, Vicodin, Oxycontin. I can't take any of that stuff because I'm a recovering addict, and I've given a vow I'm not going to take that stuff. So now I couldn't do that. I'm not going to do that. So now I'm dealing with the pain. But here's my point. Maybe I did push myself a little bit too hard. Maybe I should listen to what my body's telling me. Maybe I should look at the signs that are around me, because now I'm in a position I don't have necessarily the freedom of choice. My opportunities, my choices have been diminished because now I can barely stand on my legs. So I can't exercise, at least any type of exercise involving my legs, which is a lot of what I do. And then I look back over my life about I was in the martial arts for a long time. I loved kickboxing. I still do to this day. I love it with a passion. I was never great at it, but boy, I tried hard. And I love fighting. I just love it. So does my son, Max. He's 10, and he was going to town on these trampoline park. He had pugil sticks. He was going after like the big teenagers and stuff. Very proud of him. He did very well. Leverage and all that stuff. But in the end, some 15-year-old knocked him off his high horse, which he needed a little humility. But the guy was twice his size. But anyway, so what I'm talking about is, getting injured, and now I can't work out in my choices because I got so far out of my comfort zone that the universe, my body, reality, gravity, all of it came together and said, stop. What are you doing? And that's the point when I started this podcast with you about talking about, sometimes it's all go, go, go. And I forget myself. I push too much. I've always pushed myself too much. I get to a point where if I'm comfortable, I'm worried. And that's where the no comfort zone messes with your head. So if you're that guy and you're sitting there thinking, you know what, I know I could be so much more. I know I'm so much more than this. I could offer so much more. I could be so much more successful. We are connected. That's where you and I need to connect more so. Dan at the No Comfort Zone. Shoot me an email. Tell me where you want to go in your life. Let me know. I will help you. That's what the blueprint's all about. If you want to go straight to the blueprint and watch a video or two of me trying to explain it, it's thenocomfortzone.com. Check it out. Somehow connect with me. Hit me up in some way, shape, or form. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know you're going after it. That's the best part. Just let me know, you know what, Dan, I'm outside my comfort zone and I'm crushing it. That's all you got to say. Announce it to the world. Announce it to me. Put it out there in the universe, right? What birds of a feather flock together? Let's connect. So here's where I'm at today. After everything that I've just told you, the first thing I started this podcast off was this. Sometimes, every now and again, without the goals, the ambitions, and the intentions, just take a minute to take a deep breath in. Look around you, appreciate your family, appreciate the place you're at, whatever that might be. Remember I said if you got one tooth, man, show the world that one tooth, be happy you got the one tooth. It's going to get better. It's going to get a lot better. And you just have to appreciate where you're at. And sometimes it just might be, you know what? Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up in time to see the sunrise. And that's how I'm going to start my day. And that might be just enough for you to get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.